I don't think I'm doing this right. Good morning. My name is Jason. I think I'm going to start doing videos like this now to where I actually document everything that I do from my day-to-day life. And if I do have any other videos in between, like product reviews or self-improvement videos that I want to create, then that is going to be an addition. But now I'm literally just gonna document my day, even though I stay in this boring little room for basically my entire day. It would be nice to look back on and be like, wow, this was where I was at a year, 5 years, 10 years ago. Anyways, on a less serious note, good news. Your boy has been selected to purchase a Nintendo Switch 2 with the Mario Kart World Bundle. I am literally going to stop caring about the thumbnail, the title, at least just for these videos dedicated on documenting my life. And I'm gonna try to do this sort of thing I am not gonna try. I am going to do it. Because I feel like it's very easy to just stitch up little bits and pieces of things that you document every single day into a short little video if I don't have time to speak in front of a camera like this. I feel like I always would have 10 seconds to just pull out my phone and just capture something quick and I guess just make it be a part of my memory. But anyways, I'm gonna pull the trigger here and I have to log in. It says invitation required. We're doing it, boys. It's your turn to shop. That's what it said. Oh, there it is. My video game era is coming back. It's so horrible, but with balance, everything is fine, right? I am going to. I'm probably not gonna regret this, but it's gonna hurt my wallet a little bit more. I'm choosing to go with overnight shipping. I saw the notification. It went through. Thank you for your purchase. Let's go. Okay, now it's time to get back to work. To be honest, I was planning on skipping on the Switch 2, but due to the demand and how it's like sold out everywhere, it feels like it's sort of exclusive at the moment, and that's the sort of thing that gets me. So I kind of fell into the trap. I could have not gotten it, but then again, like, content. I honestly don't know why I haven't done this sooner. We are more than halfway into the year. It is July 24, and it feels like only now it's sort of everything is falling into place. It's starting to feel right just because of this one thing, which is me legit not caring about what I'm posting and just documenting. And yeah, most of the videos, at least for right now, in this moment of time, will be filmed inside of this room. But I think that's totally fine because it's my life. And it's not gonna be like this forever. And I know that one day or in the future, I will be grateful that I am living in this present moment right now. And I guess the most important thing is that I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. But just because I don't have any ties to what this video is about, I can talk about literally anything and anything. Anything and everything is what I meant to say. The lighting isn't that bad right, or it is. I can't speak English. The lighting isn't that good right now because, quite frankly, I have blackout curtains, and the only sort of light that's coming through is the leaking from the window as well as the light coming in from the monitor. So this is the Canon PowerShot V1. I'm on auto ISO, and it's currently at 12,800. So we're sort of testing it out to see if how it'll do. I really don't like using auto, but then sometimes you're not going to be able to get away from it. I think especially if you want to do run and gun type of stuff, vlogging, I feel like it's the most convenient. You won't get the best quality 100% of the time, especially since, you know, the image exposure shifts and you're going into different environments when you're vlogging. So there's a whole lot of different variables to it. You know, Canon, this camera is doing it's doing its best. I'm currently watching a Nintendo Switch video. It's something that I tend to do when I get something new. I just like binge watch a whole bunch of videos about it. I guess that's why I sort of made this channel, because I like creating stuff that I talk about, and I feel like other people would be interested too. I do want to give credit where credit is due though. So there's this content creator that I follow. His name is Biggie. He's basically starting this sort of thing. He's on day 2, I believe, of 75, but this is the first episode. And I think that video has a huge role or a huge impact on why I started doing this sort of thing. I have been creating every single day for the year of 2025. I've uploaded a video for each day. I have fallen behind at some point, but I'm caught up now. But I feel like this is something different. It feels like it's new, where I genuinely don't have any care of what I'm doing or what I'm talking about, just because the whole thing is me documenting my life. And I think that's super, super powerful. I can talk about anything I want. Hold on. This is way too coincidental here. He's talking about, hold on, wait for it. You see that? He got LMNT hydration packs. You know what I just got? Like literally yesterday? LMNT hydration packs. And basically I wanted these for when I work out and stuff and traveling, because you never know when you might get dehydrated while you're traveling. I think it's just me, because I feel like I've never had a sort of situation where I didn't have enough water. There's always some sort of access to water somewhere. But this feels pretty light, feels pretty packable, and something that's what I find really cool about this brand is they actually tell you how to make the recipe on these electrolyte drinks. It's super simple, although buying the ingredients separately in bulk is not fun at all. But you can make these for a lot cheaper. So they're not gatekeeping anything, which I really do respect, and it makes me love their company even more. I haven't tried these yet, by the way, but I'm super excited to try them out. So, you know what I didn't realize when I bought the Switch 2? It was literally like a few minutes ago. You were there with me. You were like, just scroll back if you forgot. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole of buying a bunch of accessories and games and stuff, which means like the initial purchase of the Switch 2 was absolutely nothing. And I am so scared right now. They got me. I don't have diagnosed ADHD, but I feel like with these sorts of videos where I'm unscripted and I can talk about anything and everything, you can see me jump from one subject to another and then back to another subject like really fast, because I feel like that's just how my brain thinks. Like I don't know if I have ADHD or not, but yeah. So there are going to be videos where it's going to be like super serious, and then there are going to be videos where it's going to be not that serious like this, and maybe there are going to be videos where it's going to be super serious and then it turns very, very unserious. But I caught myself doom scrolling, but I saw this
Which meow is real?
That's literally all I watched.
Is real.
And I was like, okay, I gotta stop. It is currently 11:36 in the morning. I did not eat yet. I'm getting a little hungry, but I feel like I should hop on the walking pad before I do so. To be honest, I don't really know what we have to eat. I think I might just heat up like a burrito and have a protein shake until like dinner or something. Also, don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get your sunlight for the day. And something that I really want to do is film more TikToks and short form content in general. Now that I'm caught up with all of this and I'm actually documenting and vlogging, I think I can do that now. I have to just have some discipline and self-control and actually work on the content instead of procrastinating and doom scrolling. So we're sort of on that train, or I don't even know what I'm saying. Basically, I talked about how some videos are going to be super unserious and some videos will be serious. Maybe there are going to be days where I'm going to be able to talk like this in front of the camera, and then there are going to be days where I won't be able to talk at all. Like I said, if I just give myself time to film something, different moments, just 10 seconds each moment for every single day, then I could create that into a video where it technically counts as me documenting. So the format doesn't have to be the same. I just need to be consistent, basically. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just cleaning up my desk because I would like it to be a little bit more tidy before I start doing some productive stuff. And it's sort of like a warm-up for me being able to get active. I'm on my feet, and the next thing that comes after being on your feet is to go on a walk or be active. So I guess it's just like a little stepping stone. By the way, I really hope you could hear me, just because I'm using the built-in microphone on the DJI. I can't speak for the life of me. I'm using the built-in microphone on the Canon PowerShot V1, but yeah. I just reviewed this, by the way. This is the same video that I uploaded. I didn't say. Cut. The video that I filmed for this is on the same day that I uploaded this video that you're watching right now. So I'm literally just gonna throw this in the trash. I'm gonna keep the box. The box is kind of cute. Something that I have to keep in mind too is that I don't have to put in every single thing that I document in here. But then at the same time, it's like if I don't put it in, it'll feel like a waste. So it's sort of like I kind of have to ask myself this question: Will someone benefit from me leaving this in or not? And maybe the answer isn't going to be the same every time. The answer might be depending on my thinking, basically. Because if I leave out in a mistake, you could argue that it doesn't need to be in there because it's a mistake. Like, maybe you weren't meant to see this. But if I leave it in there, maybe you'll learn from it. Maybe you'll see a little bit more of my true personality, because I make a lot of mistakes when I film, whenever I edit. And yeah, even after creating for over a decade, well over a decade, I still make plenty of mistakes. I'm still by no means a great creator. It's just I love doing this thing, and I will keep doing this for the rest of my life. And also, I pretty much do this type of stuff when absolutely no one is in the house. So if someone's in the house, if I wanted to do something like this, I would probably speak in a softer tone like this, which means I would either have to get closer to the microphone, or I would have to use an external mic, just so that I can be wherever I want in the frame, but you would also be able to hear me and understand me. But of course, it is the most convenient for me if I were to just use the built-in microphone of the camera that I'm using and just speak. But then, do I want to think about what's more convenient for me, or do I want to think about what will give you the most pleasurable listening / watching experience of my content? Yes, this doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be polished. But at the very least, I could provide you with better audio. So we are almost cleaned up, and that means I'm able to go on my walking pad and get some steps in, because ever since I woke up, I have just been in my room sitting on my chair. I did a little bit of like jump rope or whatever. It's not even real jump rope. I just pretend like I'm doing jump rope in my room and count that as jump rope. But we're almost there to being cleaned up, and I'm legit, like, I'm in my room for most of the time. It's not exciting at all, but I really do want to document not only what I'm doing, but my thoughts and my aspirations, I guess, for me trying to reach this goal. It also keeps me accountable. I honestly really need to stop repeating everything. I know that not many people watch my videos, and a bunch of people that are new watches, but I need to stop repeating everything that I'm saying. So I used this app. What is it called? Help, what is it called? Hold on. There we go. I found it. It's called Toggle, Toggl. And shout out to Anne for putting me on this app. But I've been, I fell off kind of a bit on using it, but it's very easy, very seamless to be able to track the things that you're doing. And I'm trying to get back onto it, so that I know what I'm doing, and it's another way of keeping me accountable. Just because if I track that I'm doing content creation, like what it says, then I'm doing content creation. And then if I catch myself maybe wanting to procrastinate, I'll put it there intentionally that I will procrastinate or technically take a break for a little bit. But it's up to me. There are times where I just doom scroll because it's a habit that I need to get rid of. But that's why we have these things, right? We need to know what we're doing in order to intentionally fix them. I don't know, man. I'd be oh, it's getting good. I'd be yapping like there's no tomorrow. But we got it all kind of cleaned up here, clean enough. And man, am I really starting to like the sort of automatic mode. Or it's technically still in manual, but the ISO is on auto. I'm not sure how this is gonna work in a super bright scenario or a bright setting, because the limitations on the ND filter is only a 3-stop, which means in super bright settings, if you have a 1/50 shutter speed at f2.8, it's gonna be very overexposed still. So I still have to do more real-world testing out in the open, but for controlled environments like this, it's fine. That's enough of that. I don't know, I still feel weird about there being a mirror, but we will get used to it. Ugh. So I just lay that down there. I turn this on, put on my shoes really quick as it's starting up, and we're good to go. We are walking. I forgot to bring my phone, forgot to bring my AirPods, I forgot to bring my iPad. Those are the things that I usually have with me while I'm walking. They're literally like right there. Okay, I just grabbed them really quick. But man, storage is kind of tight for me right now, and I just realized that recording like this that is not recording like this every single day is gonna be very, very taxing on my storage. So maybe I'll tone it down as time goes on, but for this first episode, I kind of want to make it grand and big. So I'm just gonna go all out and let myself ramble and yap, because this is my video for me. I'm gonna still create content for you guys just so they can get value in some other ways. But whenever you see a video with this sort of date, it is me documenting that day. At least for now. Maybe I'll have a title or something, but it's something that I'm not going to be thinking about too much in terms of how to get you to click or optimizing my search engine optimization, stuff like that. Something that I should be starting to train for is my marathon in December. I woke up late today, and I really, really don't like going out for a run unless it's like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning, just because there's no people, there's no sun, so I can just run in peace. So I think slowly but surely I'm gonna start fixing my sleep schedule again, just so that I can go out running and so that I can continue my training, because I really, really need to actually run this marathon this time around. I know that I should have been running from the get-go ever since my last marathon. I mean, I have been, but it hasn't been consistent. It's been really off and on. So I really need to make running a part of my lifestyle in order for me to actually run a marathon. Can I do it in less than 6 months? Maybe, I think it's like 5 months now. Maybe. But that just depends on me and my dedication and my discipline. I'm gonna reach over to stop. I will see you later. I'm gonna go eat. Okay, wait. Before I go, the battery's low. The thing about me making these sorts of vlogs is whenever I set my mind to making one of these things, it's like I have to be recording or talking every single time. It's like I can't record a moment and then just set it aside, and then record a moment and then set it aside, and then just stitch up the entire day to make like a little video or something. And I don't know why my brain doesn't work like that yet. But I gotta train myself, because my brain is thinking like, okay, you have to make this YouTube video, and it makes me like record things that doesn't need to be recorded. I'll work on it. I am honestly so sad right now. I just kind of finished doing a little workout. I did just a walking pad and then some abs on the floor. But as I was doing planks, I forgot that I had my camera, the Canon PowerShot V1, charging like right here. And I was on the floor and I accidentally like kicked the cable while I was getting into the plank position, and like something fell down. I heard something go boosh, and then I looked over, it was my camera with the tripod still on. Where's the tripod? Oh, it's on the ground. The tripod's still on with the cable still attached. And I was like, oh no. But I'm pretty sure the camera is already finished charging. But I tried plugging it in again, and the tolerance was very, very wiggly now. It still charges, but I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, I thought about the positives, and I'm like, okay, it still works, and it sort of gives me like a memory of when I actually started this sort of actually documenting my life. So I guess something good always comes from the bad, or I don't know. You can always make something positive out of something that doesn't exactly go your way. As you can see, I am very sweaty. I hope you don't mind. This is probably gonna be normal for me and you. I mean, you can't really avoid all of these situations, and I know it's already passed, but I keep like checking the USB-C port, even though it doesn't really matter because it works, and I don't wanna send it in because I would have to pay something for nothing, essentially. I think it's just gonna take a little bit for me to get over it, but it's honestly not that bad. If it stops working in the future, which I really hope it doesn't, and I don't think it should, because I feel like Canon sort of thought about this thing when designing this camera. Like, they're gonna primarily be charging it through the USB-C port because they don't provide a charger for the LPE17 battery. So they should be like, okay, we should either like reinforce it some way, or make it so that when they drop the camera and it falls while they're charging, then it shouldn't break. And I think we're fine. So I just needed to like rant a little bit, or vent. Thank you. It's been a minute since I last dropped this thing, since you've seen me. It's currently 2:47 and I'm gonna eat my first meal of the day. But I was thinking back because I was washing dishes, and it's kind of weird. I tend to zone out and get into the zone, or like into a flow state. And it's while it might sound good, it's actually not that good, because whenever I get into this state, I tend to do things very efficient, and then it gets too efficient to the point where I forget about safety. So I was washing dishes and I was like, oh, of course, thoroughly. I'm gonna wash the dishes good, but as fast as possible. Anyways, I accidentally like brush up against the knife and the handle part, and I was like, oh man, I kind of caught myself there. I was like, oh, I should probably not go as fast anymore. Or like I kind of came to my senses and started thinking more about working as efficient, but with my movements more intentional, and I'm just like more aware of what I'm doing. It brought me back to a time where I was washing dishes like years ago. Like it's probably over a decade ago, but I was washing dishes. It was this like little, I don't know what, ceramic bowl, porcelain bowl. It was very thin, and I was just washing it, trying to go I'm not going as fast as I can. I'm not sure how to explain this, but I'm moving very quickly, and I guess I was adding pressure to the point where it broke and I cut my hand. It didn't leave any sort of scars, but it started bleeding, and everyone was worried, but I was like, oops. I was fine. But there are things like that to where I need to just slow down, just so that, you know, safety is number one priority. Someone's calling, hold on. Okay, anyways, for my first meal of the day, I have a burrito, freshly cooked from the microwave. is the frozen ones from Costco, and then a very small serving of almonds, also from Costco. To aid that, I have some Cholula, or what's left of it, a protein shake, soy, and then like a Fruity Pebbles mix. Pretty bomb. You know I gotta have a Coke Zero. Got a Coke Zero. And I was thinking of just ending it off here, but I think I wanted to reward the people who stayed till the end with a little mukbang while we sort of munch, or while we talk about something. It is sort of a small serving of almonds, but I'm trying to count my calories. These are probably one of my favorites, but my all-time favorite is pistachio. I'm not gonna lie, the burrito is kind of cold right now. Like, it didn't heat all the way through, which should be fine, but I'm so lazy to go back to the microwave and reheat it up. It's still alright. I don't really know what else to talk about now, if I'm being honest. My mind sort of goes blank when I eat. I think it's because I'm so used to watching anime while I'm eating. I feel like me in the future, watching this back, or like people bringing this up, they're gonna be like, what was he doing here? Making a vlog, just staying inside his room. And then at the end, he has like a mukbang. This mukbang is not gonna be very long because I go through my food pretty quick. It's still cold. For protein shakes, I'm not sure why, but I can't really enjoy them. I usually just chug them, especially with like powdered versions. The Fairlife and the Premier Protein, sometimes I can sip on those. And as much as what am I even trying to say? And as much as how good as, and even though the Fruity Pebbles protein powder is really good, I still like to chug it. This is the Helimix protein shaker, by the way. It is my all-time favorite shaker just because you don't need one of those whisks. It's designed for you to be able to mix your protein shakes without a whisker. Highly recommended. If you're interested, please let me know in the comments because I will for sure forget to put an affiliate link in the description. I think one day I will address the Coke Zero addiction that I have. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy our not even room temperature burrito, but like cold burrito. I just hope I don't get sick from this. I was gonna reach for the Cholula and start taking a sip from it. I think what I should start trying to do is to start planning out videos that I want to create, which sounds kind of weird, especially since I've been creating videos for the longest time. But I want to make specific videos, like real projects that I can sort of release, maybe to evoke a certain emotion. Or I've thought about like making my own sort of music videos, especially on Instagram, since you can work with copyrighted music. I wanted to like upload videos of me sort of in capturing that mood, if that makes sense, of the music video. Recently on Instagram, I've just been posting like little edits of footage that I've recorded in the past, or my recent outings. But it's sort of like an edit. It's not like a music video, if you know what I mean. But with a music video, especially a very good one, you need to plan it. And I think in content creation, that is probably one of my biggest weaknesses, is just pre-production. Because I like to run and gun. I feel like some people would find this annoying, of me just repeatedly saying bits and pieces of information while I'm taking bites of my food. I'm very sorry. If you want me to make like just a mukbang with me just straight up eating and not talking, then let me know. I eat in this room so much, specifically fast food, that I just have a stock of like fast food napkins in a drawer. Sometimes I don't even know what's become of this channel. One day I'll be making tech reviews, EDC videos. Other days I'm making travel edits, inspirational content, motivational content, personal growth content. And then I'd be doing vlogs and mukbangs, and I'll just be doing everything at this point. I really hope you enjoyed this almost 30-minute video, I'm pretty sure, of me just yapping to the camera. Let's do a little bit of looking and see how many total videos I've posted. If I go to my channel, it'll say 668 videos. And a good portion of them was just this year alone. I think I want to make a sort of video at the end of this year or the beginning of next year of me saying something like, I've made more videos this whole entire year than in the past 11, 12, or 13 years I've been on YouTube. Just specifically this channel alone, because I've definitely been on YouTube for a whole lot longer than that. Speaking off the cuff was never my strong suit, but conclusions and saying goodbyes was definitely not one of them. But I really hope you enjoyed. I'm going to stop talking now. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.